Hello and welcome back to my channel. I am the Hispanic American. I want to do a video reacting to this. What exactly am I reacting to here? I'm reacting to, I'm a Puerto Rican and I'm reacting to PewDiePie buying land in Japan. Why does this bother me? Because as a Puerto Rican, well, let's just say we got some history. Here's exactly what I mean. Puerto Rico suffering from the same thing. White people, and this is the thing about it. No, it's Caucasian people in general. Caucasian people in general still buying land that doesn't belong to them. Kicking the locals out by, the government has to do with all of this. The government is just as guilty as anything. And they're basically displacing the locals so they could sell land to the rich. A lot of these rich are Caucasian people. No matter where they're coming from, it always seems to be white people creating the problems they've always created in the planet, which is colonization. I, as a Puerto Rican, I'm very affected by the colonies, how they make colonies. How do you say that in English? Colonization? Colonization? I don't know how to say it, bro. I don't know how to say it. But the point is that they still colonizing, bro. They're colonizing. And this is how they do it. Instead of killing us and taking their land, they make us so poor and they make the land so unaffordable that the natives have to move out. And they buy it and they take it over. And they're basically buying their way into it. And this is not a Puerto Rico problem only. I think the places more affected right now are Puerto Rico and Hawaii. Those are the places more affected. Look into the displacement of locals in Puerto Rico. Look into the displacement of locals in Hawaii, bro. And now Japan, and slowly but surely, it seems like they have this master plan to convince all of us to move to America, and they move to our paradise, to our land, and take over. And then we're all here, and we're like, we're the white people, and they're all in our countries. And you know what's crazy? Some people consider me white, but I always like to remind them that, yeah, if there was a real white person like Logan Paul right there next to me, who you think they'll shoot? Who you think will get shot, bro? All right, Logan Paul is a perfect example. Now, I want to give credit to this channel right here. I don't know how to say it either. but they did an amazing job covering what's going on in Puerto Rico. I suggest everybody to check out this video. But I want to show a little clip to highlight why it bothers me that PewDiePie moved to Japan and is buying land. And it seems to be
fewer children than almost anywhere else on Earth. This shrinks the tax base, stunting any possible economic growth. More people of Puerto Rican descent live on the mainland US than on the island.
Did you know that?
Workers earn much less than their counterparts do in the States, despite a high cost of living and fewer federal benefits. Even after Bill Clinton's repeal of Section 936, Puerto Rico still offers massive tax breaks to corporations. Manufacturers, mostly big pharma companies, extracted $100 billion in tax breaks from 2017 to 2023. But now the government is begging the ultra-wealthy
You know what's funny?
to live on the island. A law.
You know what's funny on top of that? Of course, a lot of the channels that capitalize out of all of this are run by Caucasian people too. Like, a lot of the people that actually talk about these subjects that affect us, either Democrat or Republican, it doesn't matter, it's usually white people. It bothers me. Where is my people? Where are we? Where are we talking about this, bro? Why do we constantly have these people? The crazy thing, even if people like me are talking about this, We're not successful at getting it out there. It's just white people, millions and millions of views, bro. And they have nothing to do with it. Still getting paid for. Let's just keep. Let's just keep.
Act 60
More
offers
taking
wealthy
advantage,
Americans
bro.
tax exemptions from federal and local taxes, capital gains tax, and taxes on passive income. This offer is not available to locals.
Yep.
Crypto millionaires are flocking to Puerto Rico. That's because if you spend at least half the year on the island, you're free of taxes on capital gains. What a deal.
The result is that the ultra-rich have swooped down to Puerto Rico to buy cheap land from Puerto Ricans devastated by Hurricane Maria and years of austerity.
So we had a big hurricane in 2017, and that was amazing for the island.
Brock Pierce,
Amazing.
Bitcoin billionaire, relocates to Puerto Rico in the aftermath of Hurricane Maria.
I only casually observed.
Look at these
Brock
people
Pierce's
celebrating
Puerto Rico
our
claims that he was going to make
our
it
fall,
into
bro.
crypto
Look how happy.
But I'm well aware that the reason to go to Puerto Rico is for the tax benefits.
I'm clearly not here for those economic incentives.
Get the fuck out of here. Of course you're there for.
Helping Puerto Rico. I'm living a life in service.
This has created hyper-segregated
Yep,
communities, of
gated
ultra-wealthy
communities.
tax dodgers, and the eroding of the Puerto Rico millions of normal
Tax.
working people.
They
once
dox.
The
They
purpose of Act 60 was to create jobs, but the result has only been a handful of
they
clean
dodge
hospitality
taxes in Puerto
and
Rico,
other
bro.
low-paid, unstable jobs.
Slavery.
Beaches, legally public and open to all, are now being privatized by wealthy crypto investors, hedge fund managers, and real estate tycoons.
Locals say Aguadilla Pier Court, the developer behind the construction site, has been building illegally on 3 areas.
Nobody
near the
cares
quays,
about us.
saying they've
Just
cut
like
down
nobody
the
cares
protected
about these
forest and let
islands, just
sediment from their
these
site
places
pollute
around the
water
world just
below.
being bought out,
Locals are
and
being
the
pushed
poor
out by
people
expensive
being pushed
hotels,
out, bro.
Short-term rentals like Airbnb, and foreign investors hoarding properties.
And while those
They're
Americans
hoarding.
seek out a tax shelter in Puerto Rico, they're driving up the price of rent by 600%.
The infrastructure that failed with deadly results during Hurricane Maria is still desperately underfunded. Infrastructure continues to deteriorate while exclusive hotels spring up and billionaires demand docking space for mega yachts. In San Juan, where Puerto Rico
That's where I'm from, San Juan.
$30,000 a year on average, the median home listing is over $900,000.
I'm moving to Puerto Rico. So I feel like people are
That's
wondering why Puerto
PewDiePie
Rico,
moving
right?
to Japan, bro.
Taxes.
Look at him.
It's one vertical. Yeah. It's one.
Figures like Logan and Jake Paul have moved to the island. to
Wait,
dodge
let's listen to
taxes.
that again.
How random. Yeah. Taxes. It's one vertical. Yeah. It's one.
Figures like Logan and Jake Paul have moved to the island to dodge taxes while abusing the local environment. Billionaire vulture fund investor John Paulson, who made billions off the 2008 financial
Billionaires.
crash and the collapse of
Billionaires
Greece,
just
and
buying
who
our
owns
stuff, my
millions of Puerto
homeland.
Rico's debt, is using Puerto Rico's distress to buy land and resort properties on the cheap.
Why did Paulson decide to buy up all this land?
It was cheap. Prices were plunging, so he could get it for pennies on the dollar.
Well, you get
The Puerto Rican government has used brutal force to crush any resistance to this scheme.
You see this? Brutal force used against anybody who tries to speak out against
Puerto
it.
Rico is now the 5th most unequal place on earth.
The
For
5th.
centuries, Puerto Rico's wealth has been extracted, its labor exploited, its people sacrificed. It has been a tax haven for the...
But I won't lie. It's not only in Puerto Rico. It's not. Alright, here we got another channel of people that are suffering exactly like Puerto Rico is suffering right now. You could go to the channel and check out the video. As we could see right there is another white guy making profit, obviously. He's got 6.4 million views, and here I am directing you to him. That's because it's more important for me for you to know these things that are happening than to actually make money off of it. Though I do have a donation button if you're so kind to donate something, it will greatly be appreciated. But as you can see clearly, let's see this video. This is Hawaii, bro.
You're not going to become a Hawaiian. If you're coming, then leave.
Go back to the mainland. We ain't afraid of you guys here. Bro, what do we even do? You're not from Maui.
What we do, white people. Okay?
White people?
Like really, really expensive.
My baby sister had to move. Her and her family moved to Las Vegas. To
Welcome.
survive. Everybody getting priced out of paradise.
Welcome. Everybody's priced out of paradise. Welcome to my situation.
More Hawaiians than Hawaii itself. With the median house costing $1.1 million plus, the local Hawaiians are being priced out of paradise as millionaires buy second vacation homes, Airbnb entrepreneurs rent out their apartments to tourists, billionaires buy entire islands, and mainlanders move to Hawaii. The locals are unable to afford the rapid increase in the cost of living, turning places like Waikiki, the symbol of Honolulu's bustling tourism, into a dumping ground for homeless Hawaiians. But with nearly 24% of Hawaii's economy reliant on tourism, are tourists even welcome in Hawaii anymore?
Don't come and don't buy land.
Don't buy land.
Hawaii is the number one most expensive state in America, while ranking number 4 in homelessness. How much longer will Hawaii have Hawaiians? Has it gotten really expensive to live out here recently, or has it always been that way?
It's gotten really expensive.
Yeah? If you were to try to, I don't know, get a place right now, how much do you think that would cost for like a studio apartment? Oh my gosh.
Like really, really expensive.
You know, The Rock doesn't talk about this. Dwayne The Rock, where is he at talking about this? Why is he not supporting his people, bro?
What we do, white people. Okay?
White people? What did I do?
White people.
Where are you from originally?
Originally from Ohio.
Okay.
Been here for 20 years.
Do you consider yourself local at this point?
Absolutely. All my grandbabies are local.
Do you feel welcomed here? Or is there sort of contention?
We were welcomed. We were loved.
Can you explain the white people concept? That's like the howler? White people?
Because Hawaii needs visitors. Hawaii needs people to love the island like we
No,
do.
you're taking the island.
Lived in Michigan. Yeah.
So you came out here and the plan was to figure it out kind of when you got here?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, we get swept everywhere. I just got swept again last Thursday. Took everything I owned. Everything.
Do you have any current plans of getting off the streets? And look, cop right there.
Yep. Yeah.
How long have you been out here, Sid?
20 years.
20 years?
When I had to quit my job, I gained my freedom. There's no more having to abide by anybody's rules. I can be out here. I can be free.
Yeah.
I've been camping ever since I was a kid. So for me, this is nothing but camping.
You might be surprised to notice how many people from the mainland are on these streets.
I mean, even as hard as
That's crazy, bro.
Work a little bit and everything like.
But this is exactly the type of situation that these millionaires, like, it doesn't matter where you're from. You know, it's the Caucasian people. And it's just facts, bro. It's just this. It keeps happening. I don't care where you're from, bro. If you like Caucasian and you're privileged, stay in your country. Don't buy our land away. You're taking our land. But as you could clearly see, Puerto Rico is not the only place with the problem. And so we do full circle and we end up with today. Actually, look, it says 5 days ago, bro. He already got 2.1 million views. 5 days ago, he announced that he bought land. This is a problem. They are the problem. Let's take a look.
I forgot how pretty the trees are here. Our hotel is right there. We're just gonna walk around a bit.
You know, they live better in our land than we live. A lot of these people. They live better than we. We've never had these experiences in our own land. Yet here they are, buying it, experiencing the best parts of it. And you know what's messed up? PewDiePie has become this different channel completely of what he was. And I'm not going to hate him for being a father. Because I'm a father and I get it. But this, I'm sorry, bro. I'm not going to hate on him for being a father at all. Like, I get it. I completely get it. I'm not. But at the same time, this is the same dude that ruined a generation. You know, he ruined the generation. And now he's probably going to raise his kid the most perfect way when he was the sugar that tooth-rotted a whole generation. A whole generation of kids, bro. And you know what's crazy about this? I bet PewDiePie wouldn't let his kid watch PewDiePie, bro. I bet he wouldn't let his kid watch PewDiePie. That's how different he is. And he was the most garbage. I mean, I grew up kind of watching him with my kids. So I was a fan, and then he became 360, and now he's doing this type of stuff. You feel me?
Bro, where'd he go? There it is. Squirrel son.
It's completely different channel. He started gaming, bro. And now he's buying land in Japan, living a completely different life. We did this. We gave him all this. We gave him this ability. And he just turns around on all of us, basically, and decides to not be what he was. Like, that's why so far, I like Corey Kenshin. Corey Kenshin is a gaming channel I really like. Even though Corey doesn't particularly like his fans are kind of like a little out there. But yeah, I really like Corey Kenshin's channel, bro. But
Same spot? 10 years.
Look at what his channel has become, bro. Like, good for you. You're a dad, bro, but you still now you're buying land in Japan. You're colonizing. You're still doing. It's like the thing about all this is that they don't see what they're doing wrong because they don't really care. That's the fact. They don't give a fuck, bro. They don't care. And I'm not gonna feel sorry. I don't want them in anybody. Like, get the hell out. But obviously, this is a personal problem because of my island and what's going on to us and our people. You know, I live here in America. I usually like to say I'm very grateful to be here. Unlike a lot of people, I am grateful to be here. I'm grateful that they helped me out, that they gave my family a home and everything. But at the end of the day, I'm not gonna say that it's not like they don't owe us. They took our land. They stole everything from us. They took our land, bro. We don't have a choice. So at the end of the day, I'll take everything you got because it's like you owe us. You owe us because it's not like we did it by choice. It's not like we did it by choice. You made us Americans, not by choice. Look into a Puerto Rican history, how it was illegal to use the Puerto Rican flag, bro. They made us Americans so we could fight in the army. It was all, and they're oppressing and taking our land till this day. But yeah, I am grateful and I am very patriotic because I've been in America for so long. But my heart, and I don't know if you guys understand this, my heart, my soul belongs in Puerto Rico. So it affects me. It affects me because my soul is tied to the island. And when I see things like this, I don't want to hate, but they show no love for us. You feel me? And people like me are just sick and tired, bro. But I am an American first. That's just life now. And if America falls, Puerto Rico falls. So I'm always going to support America. And always going to be holding it up and protecting it. Because it's my home. But if I could live a life in paradise, in my paradise, in my home, I would. But this is just the reality we live in, guys. And when I see things like this and they keep happening and happening, it just pisses me off. But yeah, guys, this channel is just me reacting and basically educating and bringing awareness to all this type of BS that happens all the time and nobody talks about. I don't agree. Well, guys, thank you so much for joining me and making it this far in the video. I appreciate you so much. If you would like to support me, please press that like button. Subscribe. That would really help me out. And actually, there's a donation button right there to make my life better. Because at the end of the day, any type of support, any way we can make our life better is always welcome. So thank you so much and peace out.